Hey guys, what's up? Back again. Another video, another change, another day. I first want to start off by saying I'm pretty sure that we shifted today, Wednesday, the 8th, 2017. I woke up and it was just, I don't know, everything just seemed so strange. I went to the store and I don't know, it's just a strange feeling. I know that you guys know what I'm talking about when you have that feeling. Again, I don't know if we all shift at the same time or if individually we keep shifting. I really don't know. But today was one of those days for me. Tonight at work was very strange. I haven't had deja vu in a very long time, and it happened probably 3 to 4 times tonight alone. It was crazy. But I want to touch on this. Literally, I want to touch this. Marilyn Monroe. Like, I know this has been discussed. A couple people made videos about it. Life Matrix was one of them. Thanks for the shout out. And that, you know, when you was reading comments and he was like, if anybody should know, it would be Ghostwriters Paranormal. Appreciate that, bruh. But to me, the mole here was definitely like right here for me, where my mouse is pointing. That's the first thing. There's no way that the mole has always been right there. Because if it was, then why would this be called Monroe piercing? Right? Here's another picture. Okay. Now I posted on Facebook asking, can anybody tell me if the mole has always been there? And where do you remember her being found dead? So far, only one person has posted back. He said, it's always been where it is now, and she was always found dead in her home. I disagree. I remember 1000% that she was found dead in a hotel room. Now, the crazy thing is life and synchronicities. After I posted that question, about 5 minutes later, I hit home on Facebook to refresh my news feed, and someone posted this. I'm crazy, I'll own that, but I'm worth it. There is method to my insanity. Now, okay, the message first off, how many of us feel like we're crazy? But anyway, if you zoom in, you guys see where the mole is? It's right where we remember it. So far, this is the only thing that I've found, and I know it's not a real picture, but this is definitely portraying Marilyn Monroe. That is the mole where I remember it, right above the corner of the lip. So there's that. I mean, that just doesn't look right. But another thing is, someone said that, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, somebody said that it looks like now that she is thinner than she used to be. Let's see, Google. Marilyn Monroe. Images. I mean, to me, she's definitely thinner than she was. I mean, people would even comment that, in today's media, they try to say that beauty is these girls that are like toothpicks, right? And they'd be like, well, Marilyn Monroe, who was the definition of beauty, was a thicker girl. And I mean, look, that's not thick. That's collarbone showing. Um, let's see. Marilyn Monroe photos. And I mean, look at that. She's so much thinner than I remember. It's crazy. Hmm. Hey, Matrix, I'd be interested to see if you went on the newspapers.com, like search Marilyn Monroe found dead in hotel or something, see if you can find something. I don't have an account, and I don't know. I was like, man, one of them was like $50 for 6 months. Like if it was like a monthly payment, then I'd probably do it. But it's like all at once. It's one of them was like $50, like I said, 6 month payment that will all automatically renew after 6 months. Or the other one was, I think the one that you use was what, $75 one time payment for a year or something like that. I don't know if I would use it enough to justify paying that. And look at that. How thin. Who would say that she was thick? That is super thin. I mean, if that's thick, I'm freaking humongous. I pride myself on being thick. Anyways, let's take a journey to the Twitter land. So I searched Marilyn Monroe dead hotel. Marilyn Monroe found dead in her hotel room before an interview discussing her relationship with the Kennedys. Rest in peace, Marilyn Monroe. She was dead because of drug overdose at Hollywood Orchid Suites Motel Hotel. Wow, I just butchered that. Let's see. If you can't handle me at my worst, found overdose and dead in a hotel room, then you don't deserve me at my best, alive. Okay. Investigators found no cocaine in the hotel room, says Marilyn Monroe's death. No evidence, just a dead body. There's tons of people that remember it like we do. Look, Justin Bieber, you're going to end up dead in your hotel room. I wouldn't doubt it with all the drugs you're doing, pulling a Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, just to name a few who was found dead in a hotel room. I mean, here pretty soon, the others will be found dead in their homes. Look, hey, Marilyn Monroe was found dead in a motel or hotel room with pill bottles scattered over. So get it right. I remember that as well. There was It was an overdose, a hotel room, and there was supposedly open pill bottles and pills. I think it would be cool to communicate with my dead Hollywood icon, distant cousin Marilyn Monroe at the hotel she supposedly haunts. Marilyn Monroe was found dead in her hotel room 52 years ago today. But why is it that it seems like there is, once again, two options? It's either at her home that people remember or at a hotel. Nobody remembers Marilyn Monroe was found dead in like a 62 Chevy, or I don't know, what year did she die? But you see what I'm saying? Nobody remembers her being dead in a car. No one remembers her being dead in a movie theater. It's one or the other. And the guy that I'm talking about on Facebook, he was adamant that he said he's watched documentaries, read a book, said the mob could have been behind it. He said it's always been her home. And I swear to you, this is again one of those things that I would put my life on the line if someone had a gun to my head and said, "You give me the correct answer right now. Where was Marilyn Monroe found dead?" I would say, "A fucking hotel room. Back up. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya." Right? I'm such a dork. Anyways, you see what I'm saying? Like I'm for sure, but I'm not questioning it. Like I know, don't get angry at me. I know that it has always been this way. She was found dead in her home. I'm telling you that timelines have overlapped, just like the Mike Tyson biting the ear of Holyfield. I remember a chunk being on the canvas, a piece of his ear being gone. Now it's not like that. People either remember that he was bitten twice, there was blood, and they either remember a chunk of the ear was gone or no chunk was gone. Nobody remembers the whole ear being bitten off. Nobody remembers him biting his nose. Nobody remembers him playing patty cake with him. It was a chunk of the ear gone or no chunk gone. Marilyn Monroe in a hotel or at home. So you tell me what is going on? Enough to drive someone insane. I'm going crazy, baby. Think I am losing my mind. Am I the one that can see so clearly? And is everyone else so blind? Ah, insert auto tune. I saw a picture of Marilyn Monroe dead once. It was cool. I passed by the hotel she died in too. I want to sleep there. Oh my god. Uh, yeah, Marilyn Monroe was hot and famous, but the bitch was found dead in a hotel room due to an overdose. Didn't go well for her. Laughed my ass off, living. Well, that was very intelligent of you, Bella of the Ball. How stupid are you that you get a Marilyn Monroe cool tattoo on you? She's not that Confucius. They found her dead in a hotel room. Wow. Everything comes down to one moment, don't it? She was found dead in a hotel, and it was an overdose. So she was a piece of fucking trash. Everything else in her life doesn't matter. That she came from nothing and made something of herself and was the most beautiful girl on the planet. But she was a piece of trash because she was found in a hotel. People kill me. Anyways, love to know what you guys think. I definitely remember the hotel room. I remember the mole being where the tattoos are. I mean, why would it be called a Monroe piercing if it's not where her mole is? It makes no sense. Don't make a lot of sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Anyways, hope everyone is having a fabulous day. Happy shifting. Oh yeah. Let's see. Paranormal stuff. Monroe. Asking about Monroe. I've got two quick things, or one really. I did like a 40-minute session that didn't really amount to a whole lot except this. Alright, so I'm gonna play a quick second, see how loud it is real quick. I can read. That is pretty freaking loud. Okay, let me turn. I apologize, guys. I should start out low. I could reach and speak with Marilyn Monroe. 100%. I remember that she passed away in a. First off, right here, it sounds like a male voice says, "Hey, Bogey." That she passed away in a hotel room. And it was said that JFK had been in that motel room with her. Okay, now let me turn it up. It sounds like a female voice says, "I remember." Okay. Let's go. I remember it. Distinctly, I remember it. And it's weird how all these memories were from my childhood. Now, to me, this is pretty freaking cool, guys. I love EVPs that are like this. They're like a weird sound or something. You're gonna hear, "I don't remember it," or "I don't think I remember it." And then right here on this one, and what these are is just the, how do you do it? Basically, like right here, if I heard something, I would go to insert text media and then type what I hear, and see, there it is. Oh shit. This is audio sourced from the camera. I have it muted. And this is audio sourced from my digital camera. So I just lined them up, muted the camera because the quality is crap. But again, I don't think I remember it. And then a really faint voice says, "It's a memory." It's a memory. I'm gonna turn it up. You guys hear that? Alright, now turn it down because I'm louder than hell. Now they are saying that she wasn't in a motel room. Now it sounds like something says I was. Could this be Marilyn Monroe? I don't know. I was asking for Marilyn Monroe, but I'm not going to claim this is Marilyn Monroe. Alright. That she died in her home on her estate. And there are pictures of her home, outside and inside, every different room. I feel like I heard something right there, actually. Room. Sound like something or fake. I don't know. It's too low to say if that's anything. Let's see. There was one more thing. No, she did not remember, and then the voice says, I remember. Now, if I remember right, this is when I was doing a ghost box at this point, so I set the radio down and I walked off or something. But anyway, it's kind of loud, so let me start off really low. It's a voice that's over top of the radio. Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's a very annoying sound. So I'm gonna turn it up, and this is a warning. If you don't want to hear it, just turn it down. But I want you to hear what they say. Can you hear that? No, she did not remember. I remember. One more time. So, I don't know who she is. If they're talking about Marilyn, you would think Marilyn would remember if she's in the afterlife. So, somebody don't remember, but they remember. So, it sounds like whoever these voices are that communicate, I don't know if they're spirits, if they're ghosts, if they're humans in other realities in which the laws are different, like the laws of physics. They can hear us telepathically and communicate with us this way. I don't know, but they remember, I guess. Anyways, I know. I'm a crazy fucker. I mean, researching this paranormal stuff, the EVPs and stuff, has been like a passion of mine for years. And if anyone is still around right now, here is a little thing about me you might not know. I've probably said it before, but I had asked to be awakened while doing an EVP session. I asked for an awakening. I asked for an ascension. And a reply that I got was he asked for it. I resonated a lot when I listened to an interview. I think it was Life Matrix, I Am, and who was it? I forget the name, and I apologize. But the guy that was talking about how he was married for 23 years and his wife, ex-wife, is just not the same person anymore. How that relationship went to shit, his business went to shit. When all of this truly began for me, the same exact thing happened. And I'm not even, I don't know, it was 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago. But actually, it was like 4 years ago. Anyways, if anybody's interested, I can get you the actual date, the year for sure when it happened, because me and Sarah, we've been together 8 years, and at this time we was together like 4 years, and then all of a sudden, um, I was doing this paranormal stuff for a little over a year, and she just changed all of a sudden. We come home from work, and I'm telling you, when I tell you this, that we never fight or argue, like I mean it. Like we've only been in 2 to 3 arguments in the 8 years we've been together. And she was like, "I want you to leave." I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like I want you to leave. And needless to say, we split up. I lost my job. Um, would have been homeless. A friend of mine from grade school, like I've known him since kindergarten, but we grew apart for years and years. Let me stay there. But like I'm telling you, like a light switch, it was just totally different. So I stayed with him for like 4 months, and I talked to her maybe 2 times. And then all of a sudden, like 5 months later, I reached out to her and I was like, "I'd like to see you." So I drove 2 hours to see her, and we've been together ever since. I don't know. It's very strange, very odd. It's like I was with this version of her. All of a sudden, things shifted, and I was with a totally different person. That totally different person was then gone 5 months later. I don't know. That's basically. I just want to say that I resonated with what he said very much. And also, while I'm thinking about it, I want to bring up possible a theory, something I was thinking about. It seems that all of us have like the ringing in our ears. It would be very cool to see everyone who is affected by the Mandela Effect to use that online tone generator and see what frequency it is that you hear. Because if we all hear the same frequency, that could be the common thread. That could be that could be what links us all together. That we hear a certain frequency, and that frequency is either causing us to shift, or it's blocking out whatever is putting everybody else to sleep, the spell that they're under. Because let's be honest, it's not that they don't remember. Some of them remember. When you ask them certain things, they'll remember it the old way, and they'll let some of them even still think it's the old way. But then you show them evidence of the change, and they want nothing to do with it. You would think that would be the aha moment that snaps them into reality, per se, but it doesn't. And I sort of agree with like what Life Matrix said in that interview. He said, I say interview, but it was more like a discussion, a hangout, whatever. But um, he said that these people may have came here to forget. They don't want to be snapped out of their reality, and that kind of goes along with the theory I was talking about. When we finally do what we came to do, learn, teach, we then die and do go to heaven or the afterlife, and we remember everything, all of our past lives, and choose to come back. And I don't know, these people, they might not want to be awakened. You might have been right. I can't figure out why we are the way we are, why we remember. It might be because of the frequency that we hear. Anyways, I've rambled long enough. You guys have a good one. Keep your eyes open and don't conform to the norm. I'm out.